We're here talking, hanging out.
Here we are. Remember, comment, like, share this. We want to spread the word that there's live Christian community going on right here on Facebook at 9:05 every day.
If you share it, he'll do 10 jumping jacks. For every share, 10. So I'll do the multiplication.
For every share, she's going to bake a dozen cookies.
Oh, I'm going to bake this week with the girls. Yep. And we're making brownies. And I'm bringing them so Brian can eat them. Watch.
Don't get your hopes up, okay? We've already had enough dreams crushed in the last few weeks.
Wow.
We don't need those dreams crushed too.
Okay. We had a great conversation, Brian, a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this. A great article from Greg Smalley, 10 ways your marriage can survive the coronavirus quarantine. 10 ways your marriage can survive the coronavirus quarantine. And Janelle is just beginning to feel what some of the rest of us have felt here.
It is awesome. My baby's working from home.
Up until this week,
he's amazing.
They were both still doing their regular jobs out of the house because they're both deemed essential, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, Len's at home this week and then will not be working starting the week after.
For some weeks. I got a lot of help now.
And she's got this really kind of like nauseating optimism about it.
It's great.
You think it's going to be, you guys just going to...
dinner. He had the kids lined up in the morning while I was at work.
She's describing the first 24 hours.
He was like telling jokes. I was teaching one of the kids and he overheard them kind of like not being engaged. He walked in. He was like, "Excuse me, is your mother teaching you?" I was like, "Yeah, it's about
This is the first 24 hours. In fact,
awesome.
much of what she's describing was less than 24 hours into this.
How are you and Sarah doing?
We've had struggles. We've had significant changes.
Nothing different?
Kids arguing more. We've been arguing more. We have to be very strategic about this. Meanwhile, Janelle thinks it's going to be some sort of premarital bliss.
We're going
to hang out every second together. Len, tell me how you feel. You're so handsome. Tell me more.
It was great. Roseanne.
Len, could we clean up more, Len? Could you tell the kids to clean up a little bit longer, Len?
Wow.
Wow.
Roseanne, what's up? Sheila's here. Adrian's here. Callie, Theola, good morning. Share. I was talking to the girls. You can talk to the boys.
What?
Share.
Hi.
Okay.
Click share, guys. Janelle will bake.
You're laughing. Wait, no, seriously, will you eat the cookies if I bake them?
Why would I mean, there's ridiculous. What if pigs fly? What if I grow wings? Would I jump off a building and fly? I mean, I don't deal in impossibilities.
Oh, okay.
So, how has your marriage survived the coronavirus quarantine? Greg Smalley has 10 tips. I'm going to tell you a couple. One of them, Sarah and I have been intentional about, is practicing good self-care. Mm-hmm. You are fully responsible for your well-being, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Your goal should be to recharge and care for yourself in these areas so that you have something to give to your spouse and your family. So one of the things Sarah's done is she used to love to read, but one of her pet peeves is she doesn't like to read if she's interrupted when she's reading.
Oh, really?
And so what she ordered a book on Amazon that she always wanted to read, and now at least once a day she will take time to get in the car and go somewhere and park and read.
Oh, that's cool.
And maybe fall asleep for a minute. And that's practicing. It's two of these at once, because the other one we talked about on the air a lot is to take breaks from each other. It's hard to believe someone would need a break from this. I mean, you would think somebody would be like, couldn't I just get more somehow, Brian? Maybe you couldn't sleep today so that I could just spend more time with that.
Dude.
No, she needs a break. So that serves two purposes for her. She gets a break from me, she gets a break from the kids, and she gets a chance to do self-care. Like, I looked at her and go, listen, this is a hobby. Like, reading for a lot of people is a hobby. This is your chance to go and disconnect, and it's great. So she's thought nothing about this already.
We're doing great.
You should tell them what happened yesterday when you tried to have a... guys, let's get together. Let's see how everybody's doing. Tell them what happened.
I told the adults, it's my sister and her husband, and then my Len. And I was like, guys, let's sit and have a venting session. Check how everybody's doing. And they all looked at me and was like, okay, obviously you need it. Janelle, you go first. I was like, what? I'm like trying to help y'all. Everybody's like, we're doing good. Len's doing good.
After 24 hours.
But I'm just playing. I mean, like, there hasn't been issues yet. It's only been since yesterday. It is another adult in the house, so it really is helpful.
See what Roseanne said?
And yeah, Roseanne says, yep, more arguments in our home over absolute nonsense. Ah, so exhausting.
So exhausting. Yesterday, the kids were arguing so much that we decided we have to have a family meeting about what are we going to do so you can just stop arguing.
Oh, yeah, that's
There was an argument because this kid baked something and the other kid tested it without asking first with a toothpick to see if it was done. There was stomping and screaming and punching and, I mean, nonsense.
Yeah.
Total nonsense.
Yeah.
Your kids, though, just hold hands and sing songs all day and snuggle?
No, it's a lot of managing, so yeah. I mean, it's nothing different. Remember, we homeschool, so they're home more because my kids are in a lot of activities. Being outside has helped. Sending them outside, kicking them outside has helped. I've noticed that one thing the adults in the household are doing is giving each other space. Len's doing a great job so far reducing his expectations. So, like, yeah,
Can you call it a good job after 24 hours? Like, don't you need a week before you... I'm just giving you a hard time.
Lindsay said, for the people saying they need date night, maybe check out some of the music things that are put out at night and find a place in your house once the kids go to bed and have that on in the background and have some coffee or drinks or something. It's kind of like being out in downtown live music setting. That's very creative.
Did you see what Deborah said? Up one?
Deborah says, how to survive? Stay in different rooms. Ha! This is how retirement will be. Oh, that is funny.
No, you need that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Sarah's got a couple of shows she watches on like Netflix and stuff that are, I don't know, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being horrible and 10 being like the best show ever. It's like a -10.
Yeah.
But she loves it, so she watches it.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be in there. I like that. That's good. Sarah and I figured out how to do a date later this week.
How? How are you going to do it?
Well, you're not creative? You haven't figured one out?
I have one. What are you going to do?
We're going to do takeout from a greasy burger joint, local joint,
that's cool.
for lunch on Thursday, and then we're going to come eat it here in the conference room because there's nobody here.
Oh, that's cool.
I think that's allowed.
That is cool. Len and I do a lot of... Callie likes your jacket.
Thanks. Sarah picked it out. Bought it for me, like the shirt as well, and the pants, and the shoes. Sarah picks out all my clothes.
She does a great job.
Trying to find size perfect, but she does find it. Sorry, go ahead.
Goodness. Len and I like going on walks together. But I like your idea of going and getting something to eat. I like, he doesn't do this a lot, but we kind of have no choice now. Going on a date, getting something to eat, and sitting in the car and talking.
Because you're not allowed to eat in your car.
Why not?
That's
no,
Len's
I
rule.
am. I've always said I am. He says, practice what you preach. I don't do that.
You should go sit in the back of the van and spill stuff all over the place and see what happens.
Ooh, Callie said, what about your underwear? Wow. Does she pick everything?
No. I think for those who care, I think I picked out my own underwear.
Lindsay says, my husband is still working. I told him it's not going to be like when I'm home from teaching in the summer. And they have a lot more grace with the mess and chaos and exhaustion in the house. We also both realize that there's a lot of other people who may have it more difficult, single parents or people who are healthcare professionals. It helps keep us grounded.
Yeah, you know what? The idea of just being conscious and verbal about extending grace.
Yeah.
We've done the same thing a few times, verbalized it. I've told my kids we've got to extend grace to one another. And here's what grace is. That's
what's helping me with Len, because he usually has higher expectations. He's kind of let them go a little bit, and that helps. Yesterday, though, I have rules when I'm home and he's at work with the kids, and I'm a little bit more lenient. And so yesterday we kind of had to have a quick meeting with the kids about everybody being on the same page. So we're trying to work together. So far it's working. We'll see. Donella says, my husband is a police detective.
Ooh.
So he's still working. However, he's home a lot more right now.
With a capital L-O-T.
Because of all his extra jobs and mental health. League bowling, hobbies are canceled. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that can be a significant change. Again, just because you love someone and married them and are glad that you married them and are committed to them for life, doesn't mean that it's a big change to be with them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Sarah doesn't know what that's like because she just can't get enough of it.
She said she needs a break. And Roseanne says, and my hubby is essential, so he's not even home except for mid-afternoon. I think he feels like I'm on his turf because I'm home all day. Ha ha. I'm guessing God is preparing us for retirement. Janelle, clearly one of you is a saint.
And it's, yeah, thank you. I am. Is she talking about me? A saint?
Maybe she's talking about Lynn.
No, I think she's talking about me.
I hope
I'm
so,
a saint.
because
Thank
I'm
you.
not a saint. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Len and I have had issues because we're very different with our expectations and all of that, and I need to do better in a lot of areas. But this week, we're at least starting well, and we're trying, and a lot of it is not that we're together getting along. A lot of it is that we are giving each other space and just being in different rooms, and he does what he does, and I'm watching the shows I want to watch, and so, yeah, I don't know.
You see Danella? That's hilarious.
Danella says, I want to spend so much time with him now, but I'm making myself give him some time alone. I cannot smother this man. Wow.
I feel like Sarah could have typed the same thing.
Roseanne was talking about you.
No, Brian, her
or Len.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's funny. That is funny.
I love it.
But, should we expect conflict?
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, that's good.
You don't like it, though. Don't lie. We're live.
Well,
People are gonna know
listen,
when you're
I've
lying.
shared a lot of our conflicts. We are very different. We are opposites. So this may be like a challenge, and it'll help us grow in different areas. Absolutely. One of the things he's going to do that I think is going to help us keep sane, he likes to work, and that's what he's been doing this week. So he'll work out. He's catching up on work in the house. We have rentals. He's managing some of the stuff there. So we're getting space.
Sounds like it's a lot of space. You getting
He's
any
getting
extra time
space.
together?
We're not getting extra time together because my sister's there too, and we're homeschooling, and he's doing his thing. We're not getting
But shouldn't you
extra
at
time.
least try to get extra time together?
It's only been 2 days. Yeah, we're gonna try.
No wonder you guys are doing great. Nothing's changed.
Are you saying like extra time alone together?
Being around each other. It sounds like you're not going to be
No,
around each other.
we're
that
around
much
each
more.
other. Yeah, he's in the house. We're around each other.
What you're saying is going to be around doing everything everywhere, fixing
I mean,
stuff.
if he's home all day, it won't be any different than him working. So yeah, he can catch up on stuff.
But you're going to do that intentionally to keep sane. Is that what you're indicating?
No, what I'm saying is that will help. Like that will result in us not being all up on each other.
Yeah.
It'll help us keep sane.
Definitely.
Because he does have stuff to do. And he likes the feeling of being able to catch up on stuff. So I think he'll have his projects he's doing. I'll have my homeschool. Montina says, very true. I love my husband, but it's really hard sometimes because you're right. And on top of each other all day, and on top, we have 4 kids. With the oldest being 12 and the youngest being 7. I'm running out of things to do to keep them from killing each other.
That's right. It's
yeah, Montina.
They fight about everything, Montina. Everything. It's unbelievable what kids argue about. And none of it matters, ever.
Yeah.
And then everybody's doing something wrong, so they want you to punish the other one, and you go, well, I punish you, I gotta punish them. Because you go through that whole thing. Oh, it's exhausting.
Derek says, my wife and I are working through a love language devotional again. Mine is quality time. We'll see if that changes after this month. Oh my God.
Okay. I love quality time, babe, but, yeah, you know.
Callie says, when my husband's home, the kiddos act totally different from how they are with me. Yes. I would rather him be working than have him home. Since when he's home, we tend to be more relaxed and don't get much accomplished.
Yeah, that happened when I had paternity leave for my kids when they were born. Sarah couldn't wait for me to go back to work. She was like, enough of this. We're not getting anything done with you around.
Montina says, yes, absolutely, about them fighting all the time.
Everything. About everything.
Danella says, that's good, Janelle. I need to take a page out of your book. I mean, we're on day 2. But we're kind of like, I don't know, it's different now because of everything being closed, all the kids, all the stuff going on. Don't you think that it's easier to just be like, you know what, I'm not even going to try? Even for Sarah.
What?
To give more grace. Because Sarah and Len are very similar. You don't think this is a special situation where it's easier for them to just be like, okay, I'm just going to relax a little bit?
I think
with
it's
expectations.
easy if you're intentional about it.
Yeah.
Sarah and I actually have not argued hardly at all in the midst of this
Yeah.
because of our intentionality with it, but we've still experienced high levels of stress and conflict with the kids
Yeah.
because they don't have the maturity to be able to go, you know what, we're going through a lot right now with this quarantine, so what I'm going to do is extend my sister some grace.
I know, right? Oh.
Like, they're not thinking about that. They're not capable of doing that. So Sarah and I do it all the time, talking to each other, but it's something we can't prevent the stress from the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a little different. I mean, you got to remember, Janelle, you guys have built a reality that many of us don't have because many of us are not used to having the kids home all day.
Yeah, I think that's why there's a difference because, like, we go to co-ops on Monday, co-ops canceled. The kids have no sports, so they're kind of bummed about that. But they're used to being around each other, so we haven't seen an increase in arguments, you know. Plus, what helps, because we are out a lot. We go to museums and and stuff. We do stuff. It's warm outside. So, you know, we find ourselves saying, go to the trampoline, go outside. The kids, the boys, it's super awesome for me to hear. I love seeing this. They went on a long ride, like long. They were gone. You know, that's cool. So it's helping replace what sports brings to them. So, yeah, you are right. That's why it's a little different for us. Now, Len's home, so that we'll see what happens there. Donella says, okay, Roseanne. Oh, Roseanne. She said, Brian, you look so smug sitting there as if you're thinking, just give her a week and she'll be telling everybody how they're arguing all day long.
Number one, smug is one of my better looks, number one. Number two, I am sitting here thinking that it's going to take some time, but I think I think with any change comes issues, whether you like it or not. And I think we ought to hope for the best, but expect the worst. And you got to prepare for it. But they're preparing enough that I think you'll be all right. But I mean, do you really think that with Len totally changing his work schedule, which totally changes your whole family, that you'll be conflict free in some sort of utopia?
We will not be conflict free, and we're trying to find balance. And I think with him, he releases a lot of stress besides working out since I've met him, in terms of that's his way of dealing with stress. Doing projects, and I don't know if Sarah sounds like she's like that.
We're all about doing projects to keep something going on. You can't just sit there.
If he was just to sit there, it would increase the tension between us. He loves that. And so, like, in the beginning of our marriage, I would have been like, well, why don't you spend time with me? You're off of work, and I'm not doing none of that.
Did you do that?
Oh, my gosh. When he would go to the gym all the time. But I also didn't have a church. My family wasn't here. But, yeah, I wanted to be with him.
No, that's such an early marriage kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
I did that.
You think you're
time.
supposed to be together all the time.
Yes.
And love it. And you want the other person to be, and you guilt them about it.
And even though I had reasons to, I've learned as a woman, as a wife, he needs that. He's in a better mood when he gets away from me. Who knows why? And so
I'm not going to comment on that.
I think in this month, the release and the accomplishment that he'll feel with having all this time to finish things that he's been wanting to finish for so long will really help us. And I think that's where, instead of saying, oh, thank God I have somebody to help me at home, I'm trying to be like, go do your projects. Like, he'll help me more, but go and do your thing. So I won't see him as much.
Maybe he'll fix one of the broken down cars.
I was going to say that, but there's other projects. Let me not do that. Like, let me not be the one to be like, actually, can you get to these projects? That would actually really excite him if he got to one of those. Oh, gosh, that's another conversation.
Again, we can't assume utopias will take place.
Kathy says, daughter and husband, both working from home, opposite shifts.
Oof.
Woo! Added stress. Our basement flooded this weekend. I know a lot of
Kathy.
people are struggling with that. We lost everything.
Oh, Kathy.
We're very stressed. I'm so sorry, Kathy. I know that's a big issue. And I bet you that's going to take up a lot of time with, like, dealing with that.
So go and like or heart Kathy's post on that so she knows you're praying for her. And Lord, give Kathy all that she needs in this difficult time.
I'm so sorry about that, Kathy. Montina says, wow, that is a lot to be dealing with. You truly have my prayers. Oh.
Yeah, again, comment there. Encourage Kathy with this group of people that hang out every day. like her comment as well, so she knows that you're thinking of and praying for her. Jason wants to know if Len's going to fix that truck.
If he had it his way, he would fix the Corrado. It's like a limited edition Volkswagen Corrado. That's his baby. So really, I should do that. I should be like, babe, can you do me a favor? Because that car was looking tight in the mid-90s. I should be like, can you start working on the Corrado for me, like maybe every Friday? Maybe I should tell him that. He'd probably like, dude, what's wrong with you? Maybe it would be an unexpected thing. Kathy says, I can't leave the messed up house.
I love seeing it. Now we got 11 people liking her post on that. Yeah, we're praying for it, Kathy.
Oh, yeah.
Can't imagine. It's difficult. I wish we could organize help for you, but, it's with the era in which we live, so what we can do is pray for you.
I was going to share this on air, but one thing for those cooped up and you don't know if you got especially little kids, one thing I'm doing a bunch of things with the kids, but one thing with the little girls, there's this thing going around. It's in different states. My neighborhood's doing it. It's called Going on a Bear Hunt, based on the book. And people are putting bear stuffed animals, or if you don't have a bear, whatever, on your window, and then you can drive your kids around and look for bears. There are different things. This week is flowers. And so families are drawing or coloring flowers. You can have your kids do it, pasting it to your walls, and then when you drive around, you can see that. But I like to see throughout the country, Brian, things that people are doing to kind of survive this season. Deborah says, I'm 59 and I have been divorced for almost 28 years. My kids are all grown up, so I live by myself, which I love. I do have 2 cats. But there are times it would be great to be able to come home and have someone to talk to, rely on. So there are good things and bad things, whether you're single or married. But when you're married, you don't have to carry this all on your shoulders.
Great advice, Deborah. Great outlook, great advice.
Yeah.
By the way, caveat here, I know Kathy's got that prayer request. And if you don't know about this, we actually have a Moody Radio Cleveland prayer group on Facebook. So if you go search for us, Moody Radio Cleveland prayer group on Facebook, you can join that group. We'll let you in. And our good friend Kelly is going to post your prayer request there, Kathy, so we can get the whole community praying for you, okay? So go check that out. Sign up for the group when you're done with this as well. But yeah.
Betty says, Kathy, praying for you and your family. That's a lot. That is a lot, Kathy.
Yeah. Well, with that, pray for Kathy, like her post so she knows you're praying for her.
Roseanne has a good question. I'm sorry to interrupt. She's asking Kathy anything practical that the family can help with. So the Brian and Janelle family.
Yeah, let us know.
Kathy, just post it up and let us know anything practical that we can know about, pray about, help you with. Maybe she could bake some cookies for you. I'm amazing. And sancocho, woo, it's awesome. I'm going to be baking this week. Like baking. And I told the girls it's going to be from scratch. It's going to be awesome. Brian, you should get him a pony too? You're not a cheerleader. You can get him a pony? Oh, you're not a cheerleader. Shouldn't you be the main one saying, oh, yeah, that's Len's awesome job. That's Len's job. Kathy says mounds and mounds of laundry. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to do about that one. Yeah. Actually, can we talk about laundry real quick? Where are they coming from? Why are kids using clean clothes? Yeah, I wore the same shirt like all last week when I got home. When I see the bags of laundry, I want to just be like, where y'all going? Who are you dressing up for? You hiding somebody in here? Oh! Yeah. Callie says, how can you find any flour left in this whole crazy time? Callie, my sister came from the East Coast like almost 3 weeks ago, and she brought toilet paper, which I guess back then they had a bunch of, and she brought flour. So yes. A unicorn for Janelle, Roseanne says. What? Yes. Cookies and unicorns this week in Janelle's house. Oh no, I'm not going to promise that because I'm not going to go and get special cookie cutters. Whoever's talking junk right now is not getting cookies when I bring them. Watch. Wow. You won't give me imaginary cookies. Roseanne says. Broken. Roseanne says CDC recommendations: if you go anywhere where there are people, you should come home, take your clothes off, and launder it. Ooh, oh. Jennifer says, Janelle, those kids are old enough to be doing their own laundry.
Right?
Well, yeah, I got a bunch of little ones too.
Len won't let them.
And Len is very controlling. Exactly. I've mentioned that to my kids. Now, I will say that my teenagers, especially my 17-year-old, he will take 8 people's worth of a week's of laundry. He does this all the time and folds everything. He's amazing. Amazing. So he doesn't only do his laundry, but he'll do it.
He's got a big ask coming soon here. Something he
No,
wants.
he'll do it. He's
remember when I did all that laundry?
So awesome.
Remember when I did that, Mommy? Yeah.
When he has a few kids, he's gonna be like, man,
Don't
this
we
is
need a
not.
car?
He's
I feel like
amazing.
I need a car.
He is awesome.
All right, well, here we go.
Need a car.
We got to get out of here, family. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Work on those marriages.
Cookies are coming. Yeah.
So are the unicorns. And the aliens.
Everybody that was a
join us.
cheerleader. You're my people.
Notice no one's cheering. No one believes it.